the brave heart of St. Croix, Moses Gottlieb. One dark, quiet night on St. Croix, a young boy named Moses sat under the enormous tamarind tree, listening to the rustling leaves. Some say the island's wind spoke to him, whispering secrets of bravery, hope, and freedom. But this wasn't any ordinary night. It was the night he decided to change his life and perhaps the lives of everyone on the island. But could one young boy really stand up against something as big as an entire system? Moses Gottlieb, later known as General Bud Ho, was a real-life freedom fighter in the 1800s who played a huge role in the emancipation of the enslaved people on St. Croix. Moses spent many of his early days working on the sugar plantations, but he knew he was destined for more. As Moses grew older, he saw how hard life was on the plantation. The crack of the overseer's whip, the sweat and exhaustion of the workers, and the dreams they whispered about freedom, all of it filled Moses with a fiery resolve. Through his daily routines, he became known as a quick learner, even picking up the skills to read and write, which was rare for someone in his position. St. Croix was known for its vast sugar plantations, which were some of the largest in the Caribbean, producing sugar and rum that traveled all the way to Europe. Word of change was stirring across the Caribbean, and Moses decided to hold secret meetings to talk about freedom with trusted friends. They met under the moonlight by the beach, where the sound of waves crashing hid their voices. Moses shared stories of revolts on other islands, and together, they began crafting a plan for freedom. St. Croix was a melting pot of cultures. People from Africa, Europe, and the Caribbean shared stories and customs, blending traditions and languages. To succeed, Moses knew he'd need the help of people in the towns and even a few brave souls working for the Danish government. His biggest challenge was to organize people without raising suspicion. So, he invented a code, a series of signals made with drums and bonfires, to spread his message of freedom across the island. Drumming and coded signals were often used by enslaved people to communicate secretly across long distances on plantations. The rhythm and beats were specific and difficult for others to interpret. As the days grew nearer, Moses felt the weight of his plan. The small resistance group grew as word spread, and soon, even the quietest whispers around St. Croix were filled with anticipation. Moses, now known as General Bud Ho by his followers, instructed everyone to prepare for the day that would change everything. The name Bud Ho might have originated from a Caribbean word meaning calm or wise, reflecting Moses' cool-headed leadership in the face of danger. On July 3, 1848, before the sun rose, Moses' allies beat drums that echoed across the island, signaling the start of the uprising. Hundreds of enslaved people gathered at Fort Frederick in Frederiksted, demanding their freedom. Moses led the way, guiding them with courage and determination as he approached the Danish authorities with a firm, undeniable message: freedom or nothing. Fort Frederick, a bright red fort on the coast of St. Croix, still stands today and is a proud reminder of the fight for freedom. Moses stood bravely before Governor Peter von Scholten and spoke of justice. With the force of thousands behind him, Moses made the impossible seem achievable. The governor, recognizing the strength and unity of the people, listened as Moses described the pain and hardship that his people endured every day. The tension was high, but Moses never wavered. This moment is considered one of the most significant in Virgin Islands history, and people still celebrate Moses' bravery on July 3rd every year. Governor von Scholten made a decision that would change history. He declared all enslaved people on St. Croix free. The cheers of victory roared through the island, and Moses became a hero in the hearts of the people. The once quiet Moses, who had only listened to the winds under the tamarind tree, had become the voice of freedom itself. The Emancipation Day celebration is still held every July 3rd in the Virgin Islands to honor Moses and his role in the fight for freedom. St. Croix burst into celebration. People sang, danced, and feasted under the same tamarind trees where Moses had first heard whispers of freedom. The island glowed with bonfires, and the night sky filled with laughter, drums, and joyous cries of freedom. For Moses, it was a night he would never forget, a night that belonged to every man, woman, and child on the island. Food and music are essential in Virgin Islands culture. Celebrations often involve local dishes like callaloo, johnny cakes, and saltfish, along with reggae, soca, and calypso music. Moses, now remembered as General Budho, became a symbol of courage, a reminder that one person with hope and determination can change the world. Even today, his story inspires the people of St. Croix, and his legacy lives on in the hearts of those who celebrate freedom and justice. Moses Gottlieb's story is not only important in the Virgin Islands but is also recognized as part of Caribbean and African heritage, celebrated for its spirit of unity and courage.